Hello guys, welcome to another one of my streams. I haven't done one of these in a while, I think, yeah, since the start of the new patch. Hey Demon, what's up? So today we're gonna go do some gear farming because I really need some diamond trinkets. And the situation is really bad this patch for Mythic Plus people, especially because almost all Mythic Plus trinkets are kinda bad, you know. There is one good trinket that is kind of annoying to use. I actually got it in my vault, and a lot of people told me, "Why didn't you get a trinket?" You know, it's this thing, the Iridius fragment. So I don't like this thing because it's a 3-minute trinket. You know, it's really good for raids. In Mythic Plus, 3-minute trinkets, well, you gotta think about where to use them. You know, you can't just slap it to your wings and let it rip. You know, because you want to use this trinket on very key moments in the key. Well, that's very redundant, but yeah, you want to use it when you're fighting a boss, you want to use it for a big trash pack or something like that. And our cooldowns are just 1 minute, you know, because of wings and all those things. So it's a very weird trinket to use because of its long cooldown. So that's the reason I didn't want to take it. And also mainly I wanted to play with the new tier set, you know. The new tier set is a bit more fun. We actually get to press Hammer of Wrath in AoE situations, which is pretty good. Actually, Hammer of Wrath has, I think, priority over things like Blade of Justice or Judgment whenever we can press it, you know. It's also fun. There's a little mini game you can do, like whenever you're killing a trash pack, always look for the mob that's like under 20% health, you know, so you get to throw like free Hammers of Wrath even when you don't have wings up. So I like the new tier set. The only thing is that it's not a big upgrade over the old tier set, you know. The only upgrades we're getting is the item level. The old tier set is... the effect is kind of on par with the new one, so only getting upgrades of item levels. Anyways, yeah. Today we're gonna try to farm some trinkets. The trinket I'm trying to get is we're gonna go to do a lot of underrods because I want to get this thing, this Vial of Animated Blood. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's gonna get the job done, you know. I can just slap it on my wings and use it whenever I want, you know. Two set, actually no, is keep use. If you have two set, by the way, just keep using your old tier set till you have the complete 4 set. It's not worth it to use 2 set. Obviously, if you only have the new set, you know, use it. And you probably want to use this build that I'm using here. So you just always have Vengeful Wrath. You got Vanguard's Momentum. Oh, the build is, by the way, on the description of the stream, if you want to copy it. It's basically the same thing as in Wowhead. The only difference, I think, is they use their Holy Blade. I like to still use Improved Blade of Justice. I think it just feels a bit better, you know. It gives us a bit more uncapped AoE. Because when Blade of Vengeance is there, it does uncapped AoE, you know. Okay, so let's look for some keys. So underrods 20s, yeah, anything between 17 and 20 is fine. Let's try to get 19, 19, 19. Should be free keys. Like underrod is such an easy key to do. Like especially fortified weeks for a red paladin. This is just a piece of cake. I'm still really annoyed that we have to keep using these rings, like the old stuff, the Onyx Amulet and the Seal of Dearness Chosen. I want to use new stuff, you know, but since these things are just too strong, I was hoping they nerfed them so we could like use new rings and all those things, but they haven't, and I think there's no plans to nerf them until the next patch, so the 0.5 patch. Yeah, from Mythic Plus, there's nothing like extraordinary this patch, and it's a big shame. I would have liked them to put at least one good Mythic Plus trinket, but I guess it's raid or die for this season. In raid, there is some like really powerful things. Actually, in my predictions of trinkets, I got a lot of them pretty wrong, you know, because simulation-wise, there's some stuff that it's really powerful. For example, I put this thing as an 8, I think, or 7, something. But Beacon from Beyond is, like, I think, the best trinket we can use as our on-use option. 2.5-minute cooldown, it just does damage. I guess it makes sense with the amount of versatility we're packing, you know. We just make the just do damage trinkets more stronger, you know. After that, you want to get this Call to Chaos, and yeah, those are your 2 trinkets. Sadly, both of them are from the last 2 bosses that, like, it's harder to get them, you know. And for other options, maybe you want to look for Elemental Pocket Anvil, but it's kind of annoying to use as well because it has a cast time. Like, you stop for like half a second to use it, something like that. Other decent trinket is the Screaming Black Dragon Scale you can get here from the first boss, and the Ominous Chromatic Essence. Yeah, everything is in the raid. Every single good trinket is in the raid. You can get like some poor man's options from Mythic Plus, but yeah, it's like I said, raid or die for trinkets. Hey Florian, what's up? Oh man, you were lucky. You got the anvil? Nice, man. Yeah, I've seen 1 drop in like in 2 weeks that I've raided, and that was pretty much it. Also, it was a good thing that I took the token from my box this week because I haven't seen a single venerated piece from the raid. Like, I don't know, there's so much dreadful gear, like the locks and the warlocks of my guild are swimming in tier while the others aren't, so I'm just lucky I got this tier from the box, and I got like 1 hand from the first week. And then the other 2 pieces I got from, one is from the 2000 rating for Mythic Plus, and the other one, oh yeah, actually I got this one from the Omni token from the last boss in normal. Yeah. Then actually I did get two things from raid. Still, I don't have trinkets. Nice, hee boy. Hope you get it, man. New tier set is fun. I like to throw more hammers of wrath, you know. There's also, like I said, that mini game when something is low, you can snipe it, and you actually get 2 holy power from the hammer of wrath, you know, and you can just spam that 2 times, and you get free holy power and free damage. And everyone likes free damage. What I've noticed with the new tier set is we don't press temper strikes a lot. It went from like number 7 or like something like that in the meter to like 13 or something like that for me at least. I end up pressing Hammer of Wrath, Blade of Justice, and Judgment a lot, but kind of forget about the Templar Strike. Come on, we can't fill a 19 Underrot? What the hell? People like Underrot, right? I should have joined a group with a tank. Those feel faster. I've gotten so many weapons, man. Where's my axe? I've gotten this axe 5 times now. So the trinket doesn't drop, but yeah, 5 weapons do. So what the hell? Also, I would like to get the boots from that place, like the hero version. I have the champion version of those, but I want the other one. Haze Burst, not bad. I think there's better boots in Mythic Plus. What could be better than Haze Burst? Probably Mastery Burst? Yeah, probably Mastery Burst better. There's Mastery Crit here and Vortex Pinnacle. There's no boots here. Miltaris, Crit Haste. Not that good. Underrot, yeah, it's the only place there's good boots. Haze Burst, I guess. haste burst it is. Oh, there's also the new weapon, you know, the new crafted weapon, this thing. I wanted to give it a try, but the mats are pretty expensive.
An excellent
so
choice.
I just went for this weapon. Also, I don't think it's very good. Simulation-wise, I think it's like under this weapon, because the other embellishments you can get... Agrobum, thanks for the sub, man, really appreciate it. Yeah, the other embellishments that you can get... So the weapon, the new weapon, counts as an embellishment, so then you can't get, for example, wrists and legs for Mythic Plus. You gotta get weapon and wrists. It's not that... The weapon's not that good. If you are like focusing on raiding, you would probably go wrists and the belt. But by the way, Lariat is still a good craft if you manage to get a bunch of gems on your gear. That's the only reason I would craft it. Hey Agobram, so I'm running at the moment like 22% haste with the rune, you know. I think it feels fine. I would go with something between. I wouldn't go under 20. That's the only thing. Anything between 20 and 25 should be fine. There's not a perfect number, you know. Simulation is always going to tell you a bit less haste, but most of the time it's just like personal preference on certain. How do you feel with your rotation? Do you feel sluggish or do you feel fine? You know. In the last patch, for example, I was always running 25% haste because I like that number, but I've been playing with 22. It's fine, you know. I feel it comfortable. Man, we can't fill this group. I'm just gonna have to leave and join another one? Yeah, I guess I will. Let's find another underrot that maybe feels faster. This one has a tank. I'll do 18. Doesn't really matter, I just want to get the item and I'll upgrade it. As long as it's hero, it's fine. Okay, let's go to 18. Nice. The stats are very weird now, so the new red paladin, like, we like burst. Yeah, burst is really good on all situations. The simulation is gonna tell you like crit to a certain point because we do crit a lot, but we also have like a lot of innate crit in our kit, you know. Like Crusader Strike will always crit on the second hit. The Vengeful Rat will always crit. So yeah, I'm mostly just listening to whatever the simulation tells me. I try to do normally Dungeon Slice Sim and like 5 target patchwork, 1 minute, 2 minutes to like have a close idea of what stats I want. I'm just going for the trinket from Underrot, the Bile. I know it's not the greatest thing in the world, you know, but it's I can get it from an easy dungeon, which is Underrot, so I can just spam this place. And just by getting it at the higher item level would be better than my big toe. The situation for trinkets and Mythic Plus is not good. There is nothing really powerful except the Iridius Shard, and I don't like it because it's a 3-minute cooldown trinket. So I'm just gonna try to get that vial. It's probably gonna give me like 1% extra damage or something like that. Maybe 1.5, 441 or something like that, but still. An upgrade is an upgrade. Okay, finally we build a group. Okay, let's go. Summon the people. This guy's in Boldraken. Oh yeah, I would change it for a heroic sword. It's pretty damn good. Especially in tyrannical weeks. Maybe stats are better for like 4 to 5 weeks. Because like the proc is in AoE, you know? Also you gotta look if the dungeon you're doing is filled with humanoid mobs. For example, in Freehold, probably the weapon, like the heroic, is going to be better than the 447 weapon just by default, because everything is a humanoid there, you know? But in places where there's not many humanoids, maybe the 447 like crafted weapon is just better than the heroic version of that. Okay, let's put down Feast. Rune. Okay, let's go. Should be an easy 2 chest. I don't know what DPS we have here. We have Hunter. We got, what's this, Monk? Yeah, this Monk. Shami and Warrior DPS. Okay, that's good. Oh, you mean what talents? Oh, yeah, these talents, by the way. And you can find them in the description of the video. If you want, you can remove the cleanse toxins here and put another point in Fist of Justice. That's depends on the dungeon. For example, for Underrot, you always want to take your cleanse toxins because you can, like, on the 3rd boss, you can go and like soak a mushroom if someone forgot it and just cleanse yourself. Or if you got hit by one of the balls, you can also cleanse the poison of yourself. Just a good value point there. There's also the frogs, for example, in Halls of Infusion. It's good to have poison removal there. And probably you're gonna use cleanse toxins on the week that we have to like dispel that little ghost that appears, the new affix. I don't remember what's the name. Oh, by the way, don't take Obdurancy. It's bugged. It's not giving you the 2% avoidance. I don't know why no one is talking more about this. I wanted to take this thing on the Tyrannical week, but I never got the avoidance. And when I noticed, I was like looking and, this thing is not working. This week, actually, I could take Unbound Freedom, but I don't know what would I take off, you know? Lightforged Blessing instead of it? It's fine. The slow is not a big deal, you know? Like the entangle thingy. Come on, let's start. Oh no, the leader said, wait a minute. Yeah. Just keeping to Blade of Justice spam. It's not as strong as before because the old tier set actually gave damage to Blade of Justice. The new one doesn't. But it still feels fine, you know? Just like it. Dungeon Slice, it's simming a bit better than the other one, the Holy Blade that gives you two holy power. So technically it's better. I guess it's also the density of mobs, you know, because most of the dungeons are not like heavy AoE. So the other blade worked better with the old tier set, and also was better because the other dungeons had more mobs in it, you know. Like in Underrot, I don't think there's a pack where there's more than 5 things. Unless you're going crazy on the room with the big worm, you know, and you just pull 2 packs of 5 and go with 10 targets. But I just got used to it. Also, technically it seems better. I'm guessing I'm under pressing Blade of Justice because I've been just spamming hammers. I still like it though. Oh, there's one place where it works very well. It's in the Brackenhide Hollow. You can get a lot of value with spamming Blade there because there's places where there's a bunch of like little plants and you can just do a lot of uncapped AoE there. Ah, I got 4 piece. I had to take a piece from my ball to get it. Okay, let's use potion here. Okay, let's go. I wonder what the pool is gonna be. Should be big. I don't think he's scared. Get aggro, please. Missed the kick on the Gahini thing. Stun that. And we can actually use this guy to get Hammers of Wrath brought. We got a Shami. Purge that, maybe? Gonna save wings for the next pack because we're gonna wings one dude. We're pretty alright. We're not like S tier or anything like that, but we're just fine, you know. I would say we're A tier. There's actually a lot of classes that are A tier, which is good. I think that's good balance, you know. There's not like super overpowered stuff. I gotta wait 2 seconds to get my wings synced with my final wreck. Okay, now we can throw it. Yeah, S tier is probably gonna get the class nerf. Luckily we didn't get any nerfs from the last patch. Well, not many, you know. They did nerf our survivability a bit. But we were kind of broken there, yeah. gonna be a big plan. Big bolster on the big plan. Gonna bop this off. I think that Shami is like AFK. Yeah, Shami's AFK. I think we can keep going. Everyone has like good sustain. Just pull everything. Pull that bob. Oh. I panicked there. Yeah, there's no reason why not pull stuff. This trash doesn't do anything. Yeah, I could probably off-heal. Monk doesn't actually need much healing here. Like, he hasn't been in danger. Gotta stun that thing. Okay, actually I need... Yeah. I'm just gonna wait for a rest. Yeah, both of the tanks targeted me. Yeah, we could do the skeletons. Hopefully the Shami doesn't leave. No, let's do the lone worm there. Probably have to play a bit more trash and just wait for healer. Yeah, I think that's the only thing we can do. We can't do boss without healer. Skellies should be fine. Yeah, we can do Skellies. Now these people are geared as hell. This is Warriors 440. And hopefully the healer gets back so we can actually do the dungeon. Yeah, I was wondering why this warrior was doing so much damage. And the dude's 440 eye level. Probably has the sword, sword from the Lotarians. Let's check. Yeah, he has the sword from the Lotarians. Yeah, that's crazy. Some people are so geared. I gotta bubble this off. Or I die. Okay, so now what? Man, I just wanted to do a key to like get some gear, but now the healer I guess is AFK, so we can have nice things. Oh, there he is. Nice. Nice. Let's go back. There's a worm there. Oh, he's not playing in there. When you face this boss, you want to like face him to those rib cage, you know, so he doesn't like run around like crazy. One to die. Never mind. Fine. Kill boss. Picks don't really matter here. Underworld is such a chill dungeon. Literally did like most of it without healer. The red disc trinkets, both of them come from Raid. It's one from Zarkaret, the other one is from Notarian. I'll show you after the key ends. There isn't really a good trinket from Mythic Plus. The closest thing from a good trinket from M Plus is the Iridius Fragment from Halls of Infusion. The one from Uldum actually is good. It sims well, but it damages you. And that's the annoying part. Yeah, it sims very well, I think, but the problem is that it's self-damage, you know? I'm just gonna kill it. Not worth the res either. Okay, that's res. Yeah, the one from Uldum. I actually didn't know that it damages you. It's also pretty annoying because you have to like run it in the mob, so you know you gotta be in the thick of it. And sometimes you don't want to be in the thick of it because it drops it on you. You know, it drops the swordies on you. For example, here, you don't want to be there, like where the tentacles are, because that you're gonna get smacked.
Specimen detected. Containment priority 1.
Yeah, it's a very awkward trinket. It sims well, you know, it can have its uses, but I don't know. Feels too gimmicky. Got a stack here so we can like put the crap on one side. Nice. Freedom this. Please stack with us, Hunter. fight is pretty easy. Thing is, you gotta move as a group, and we're kind of like moving wherever we want. So it makes it a bit annoying. Where's the thing? Where's the thing? There it is. Nice.
Engaging final safeguard. Destroy virulent source.
Give me the trinket. Ah, no trinket.
The Titan bought us time.
Did someone get something?
Gahun
You got a
will not
cloak.
stay contained for long.
And no trinket.
We
Sag,
must gather
let's go.
our forces
Look
and
for another
stop
one.
the rot at its source.
Hey Chitsune, what's up? Yeah man, red feels good. Feels very smooth to play. Oh yeah, the talents I'm using are down here in the... They're in the description of the video, by the way. And my UI is bugged, just a second. That cloak won't go away. Okay, now it's fine. So this is what I'm using. It's basically the same thing as the hybrid AoE DPS from Wowhead. The only thing I changed is I like to use Improved Blade of Justice. Just to spam more Blade of Justice, you know? But you can also go like Holy Blade. The difference between them is like 0.5% or something like that, so it doesn't really matter. Just personal preference. Oh, my haste is 22%, but I'm using the legs from Preparation Legs, so I actually have more haste than... Like probably I reach like 28%. We can actually check. Like in a pack of 5, I reach, I would say 28% haste, something like that. Yeah, 30. Okay, yeah, I reach 30% haste when I'm in a pack. With the legwords of preparation. I would say something between 20 and 25 is pretty fine, you know, it depends on how you feel your rotation. I wouldn't go under 20 though. Oh, the waist is good for raids most of the time. For Mythic Plus, you want to go legs. If I get to pick 2 embellishments, for raids I would go wrists and belt, and for Mythic Plus, wrists and pants. Eventually, I'll swap pants for Lariat whenever I get the gems back, you know? Whenever we can gem everything, Lariat is just gonna be better than pants again. But for now, since we don't have full gems, pants are just better. %10 haste, damn man, that really feels bad. How did you get so low? I don't think it's possible to get 10% haste, right? Because you get free haste from this as well. Like Alacrity. It's 4. Oh, my second embellishment is the wrists. Allied wrist guards of companionship. It's just a very simple embellishment. You get burst. That's pretty much it. It's like 1.5% more damage. Okay, let's go for another Underrot. Maybe someday we get the trinket. Let's put 19. 19 here. 19 here. And yeah, those 19s. I want to do 19s because they give you the max item level that you can get from keys. So I can just upgrade it using like 1 aspect and I think 1 worm crest or something. Nice, we got in. Okay, let's go. Ah, thanks, Chitsune. Sometimes I do not make max. For example, this week, I could have chosen the trinket from my vault, you know, the Iridius fragment, but I didn't. It was technically the biggest upgrade, but I really, really wanted to play with the new tier set, so so I just picked the tier set. And I think it was a good call because I didn't see a single piece of tier from raids this week, so I would have been still using the old one if I didn't pick that tier set from my box. And it's heroic, so it's 441. It's pretty decent. Hmm. I think it's like it goes from 4 to 8 or something in percentage of damage increase, something like that. To be honest, the old tier set is this from this newer tier set, you know. But comparing the old to the new one, there's not a big gain. I got like 1% extra damage by swapping from old tier set to new tier set, and I think that's just because of stats, you know. It's very weird. It feels that like we didn't gain any power from getting 4 set now. It's just different playstyle. From Mythic Plus, there isn't Abyss Trinket. Both our Abyss come from Raid and are these, like, from Desirous. And one of them is this, the Beacon from Beyond. This thing just does a bunch of damage. And you have to channel it for like 2 seconds, but it's worth. It just does a ton of damage, you know. It's like the Trinket from the last Raid, the Fire one, you know. Similar effect. And the other one is this stat stick. Where is it? This Neltarian Call to Chaos. It just gives you a bunch of extra strength and you take 5% extra damage, which is nothing because we're very tanky. Yeah, those are our Abyss. From Mythic Plus, the situation is pretty dire. We have nothing, man. There's no good trinkets in Mythic Plus. So sad. The only good one is this Iridius Fragment, but I don't like it because it's a 3-minute cooldown. So I'm going for this thing, the Bile of Animated Blood. Similar idea, you know, you get a bunch of strength, you got mastery on it, and it's on a 1.5 minute cooldown, and I'm gonna use it as a 2-minute cooldown trinket. It's not the best, but that's what we got, because then if we don't pick that, we have to go to Uldaman and actually do Uldaman, which is a 5 boss dungeon, which is pretty damn long, and we get this, which is simming really well. But it's an awkward trinket to use because you use it and you start like they start targeting you with little swirlies, so you gotta go into a pack and like run around it so you get the mobs hit, and it actually damages you as well, so it's just more swirlies to dodge that you yourself create. So there's nothing like good from Mythic Plus, sadly. You either raid or die. From raids we also have some other options, you know, like lesser powerful trinkets like Screaming Dragon Skill is decent. This thing is good, pretty good, the Pocket Anvil, although a bit annoying because it has a cast time when you use it. You have to like 0.5 seconds like wait there till you hit a hammer and then you get the effect. It doesn't actually go on cooldown with other unused trinkets, so you can use another unused with this and your first unused won't go on cooldown, so it's pretty good for that. And in this I'm gonna use Chromatic Essence, which is just free stats. It's just a stat stick. You pick the stat, you get the stat. Oh, sorry, Chitsuno. It's the bot that's doing that. If you have the old tier set, like the old 4 set, it's better to just keep using that until you have 4 sets of the new one. Yeah, let's see how it goes. What's in the group? This guy is Mordok. We got Pally Tank. Pally Tanks are so popular. I think they're the only S tier tank at the moment. Everyone else is in B, I guess. Drag tier healer and this Demon Hunter. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird situation, you know. Like normally we get power every season, you know, but since we no longer have like borrowed power or anything like that, getting the new cheer set didn't feel like an upgrade. I only got an upgrade because of stats. The effect itself wasn't an upgrade, which was kind of annoying, you know. It was just a change of playstyle, which is fun, you know, like throwing hammers of rat everywhere that always crit. But not much power gained. Oh yeah, by the way, everyone asked me, why do you have your Consecrated Blade passive there? It's because well, my Consecration used to be there. If for whatever reason we use Consecration or Divine Hammers, there's where I will put it. So I just don't want to change the place of my stuff, you know?
Must lead to the legendary Deer. The Titans constructed this facility.
Are they gonna pull? Okay, not doing everything, I guess.
Who knows what secrets it can do? It may even have the answer to defeating the old gods.
Now we did a small pull here. Gonna chain it, okay. You get the Gabuni. The matron is low, let's use her to get some Hammer of Rats. That's one thing you can do, like you look for a low health mob and like use it to get your Hammer of Rats. They do more damage than, for example, Judgments and stuff. We shouldn't do this because you bolster in the next pack. Nice. Freedom here. Actually dodged that cleave. I got hit, but it didn't do anything. Actually, the talents I'm using now, you can use with the old set as well. Pretty good. It's the hybrid, the old hybrid AoE Mythic Plus build from Wildhead. Actually, it's good to start using it now, just because you get used to it when you get your Force, you know? That way it doesn't change your playstyle much when you get it. Still pretty good to kill bosses though. Normally I use that build for Mythic Plus on Tyrannical Weeks last patch. Oh nice. It appeared just next to us. Let's kick it. Probably gonna do the ticks. Yeah, we're gonna do ticks. Gonna stun the maggot. Stun the maggot. Nice. Not gonna use cooldowns here. Oh, by the way, there's a bleed that these things leave on you if you're too close. See? They also explode, you know. The explosion just hits you all the time, but you can avoid the bleed if you move away from them when they die. Freedom here. Nice. The only one I keep track of is my wings. To be honest, red at the moment is like really damn easy to play. It's really hard to not like mess up. As long as you're using wings on cooldown, everything will die. Oops, I think I pulled that. A bob here. Oh, never mind, I already used it. And it's a big tick. There's really not much to track now with new reds. Res the guy. Oh yeah, keep track of your cooldowns. That's the only thing, because we have like this talent, that Seal of Order, that desyncs our stuff sometimes. You see, I always use my wings with my final wreck, but sometimes it's not at the same time. Because the Seal of Order makes a Final Reckoning count as a builder, you know, and it gives it the cooldown reduction. Nah, thanks, man. I'm glad I helped. I like the new red pally, but I think they just oversimplified it too much. At least with the new tiers, we can do some like fun things like snipe the Hammers of Wrath, you know, look for the low target mob. Use our Hammer of Wrath so we get the tier set thingy. And I think in Chalice it did have a bit more depth. A bit, just a bit. The thing is, like, from season to season, I don't feel any change, you know? The rework was a change, but before, I think, like, borrowed power gave us that feeling of change, you know. Without that, things kind of feel stale a bit. Oh, we're gonna go back? Okay. Good call. 4 minutes. I'm gonna get Lust and another Worm. I don't know if you guys feel the same, like, without borrowed power, like, seasons don't feel like they changed. Oh man, those guys are enraged. Freedom. Yeah, I feel the same. It's like, it's not bad, but it's kind of meh, you know. Where's the spice? I guess they said they don't want to force people to use certain talent builds, you know. Maybe that's why they can make like tier set that hyper focuses on something. I gotta move from here. He's gonna get the spin. I'm gonna die if I stay there. Move to the ribcage. It's gonna do the charge, probably on me. Nice. I'm gonna do Tantrum now at 100% energy. Let's get the worms. Okay, I got one side. Hope they get to the other side. Go to the ribcage. Ah, I went to get eyes in the back. Back, you big worm. Ooh, that was close. Let's use the tick to get Hammer of Rat proc. Not a proc, but use it, you know. Gonna be a bit greedy here. Ah, never mind. Nice. Yeah, Sam, I still love to play Red. I just feel like the change between seasons is not as big as before, you know? In past iterations, there was always some extra borrowed power that was like, oh yeah, let's get this thing, you know? But now there isn't much, you know? Like our tier set, for example, the old one is just, it's good until you get forced now. And it's only good, the new one is only good because you get extra stats with it. That's pretty much it. If we could get the old tier set with the same item level as the new one, the old one would be the best. So there's no real change. Just it gave us more stats, so it's good now. You know what? Maybe I try PvP this season. Maybe that spice things up. I really haven't tried to push stuff. Normally I get to rival and I just stay there because I get to the transmog and I'm fine, you know. Although I heard it's not a good season for melees, like it's a caster dominated meta at the moment. Oh, let's go. Oh, there's a mushroom there. We're fine. It's not tyrannical. I'll stay here. Defensive. Oh, this is 19. Just doing this to farm some gear. I really want that trinket. It would be a like 1% upgrade or something like that. For this dungeon, I think 110k overall is good. Depends on how they pull. Some groups don't pull like big and like go like 1-2 pack to another. Those you're gonna always get like lower overalls. It's relative to the tank. Let's just stun that thing. I don't want to use cooldowns on these two guys. I want to use them on the big pack after. Yeah, I'm gonna save. I'll show my stats in a second. Let me finish the dungeon and I'll show you guys. Mostly stacking versatility though. I guess I'm gonna cool down this guy with half health. This feels so bad to cool down. Come on, get the worm. Get the worm. Get the worm. I think they moved this guy. I remember in BFA you could like skip it. I think they moved it just a bit so we can't skip it. Or someone got too close. Maybe that's that. Oh good, we got cooldowns for this pack. Ooh, that's dangerous. Always target the worm, it's the annoying mob. I'm fine. from there. Get smacked. Nice. Biz trinkets for red are both from raid, sadly. So if you don't raid, it's a bad time for reds. Both of them come also from the last two bosses. One of them is Beacon from Beyond. That's your on use. You just do damage, you throw it, you channel 2 seconds, and you blast your mobs. And the other one is this one rare, the Tyrion's Call to Chaos. Just a good proc, gives you a ton of strength. You take extra damage, but it's worth it. Bait. We have other options actually. Yeah, we have some trinkets that are good from the first bosses, but those that I mentioned are like biz. Like, we got the anvil from, I think, the second boss or third boss, and there's one that's just a stat stick. And the dragon scale is also pretty good. Although the effect is, by the way, a gimmick, it doesn't work. It has an on-use effect, but I'll show you guys. You gotta be like flying or something like that, so you can get the secondary effect on that trinket.
An excellent choice.
Thanks for the sub, man. We appreciate it. Oh, we gotta kill the red thing. Where's the other one? There it is. Nice. Trinket! God damn it!
Go! Get help!
I can't even trade that thing.
to stop this corruption.
Guess I'll use it in the future, and I'll transform it into a tier set. Someone give me the trinket. Ah, it's the healer that's missing. So I don't think he can trade me whatever he gets. Yeah. Back to Bormalos, another Underrot. We're gonna spam this till I get that trinket. Or I have to go to raid. Okay, yeah, I'll repeat the trinkets just a second. Okay, so for biz trinkets this season, the best ones are from raid. Sadly, if you only do Mythic Plus, you won't be able to get them, but one of them is Beacon from Beyond. This thing just does obscene damage when you channel it for 2 seconds and just does damage. It's pretty good. It scales with a lot of our versatility that we kind of stack as red. And then the other one is the Notarian's Call to Chaos. It's just a really powerful stat stick. It gives you a proc of a bunch of strength and it gives you critical strike. The only downside is you take 5% extra damage, which is nothing because we're really tanky as red paladins. Other options from the raid are this thing, the Screaming Black Dragon Scale. The on-use effect is kind of a gimmick. It doesn't really work because you have to be in the air for 15 yards to use the effect, which is not going to happen because we don't have an ability that makes us jump or move around, you know. So basically we're only getting this trinket for the stat effect that it has, nothing else. It's pretty decent if you get it, it's not that bad. After that, you got the Elemental Pocket Anvil. This is pretty decent. It's also a really good trinket. The use effect has a cast time. It's a 0.5 second cast time, but you can actually use this and another unused trinket. It's not going to make the other one go on cooldown. So pretty decent if you have another unused trinket. You know, you can get both unused effects. The next one is the Forgotten Experiment. This one is also just good because it's a stat stick. You pick a stat depending on what dragon shrine you pick. You gotta go to a place in the Dragon Isles. You get Burst, Master Crit, or Haste, or I think you get the 5 of them if you've played the Black Dragonflight or something like that. And that's pretty much it. It's a pretty decent trinket, just a stat stick. As you can see, most of our good trinkets come from Raid. There's not much stuff that comes from Mythic Plus. Oh yeah, there's also this thing that it's actually good, you know. I thought this was just going to be a gimmick. It makes you jump and you do damage when you fall into a place, and on impact then you do damage on whatever is on that place, you know. Pretty decent. From Mythic Plus dungeons, really we have not much things. We got the Ultimate Trinket, which seems really well, but it's gimmicky to use because it does damage to yourself. You gotta dodge the swirlies. You also have to like go into melee range because they target the swirlies on top of you, so sometimes you don't want to be in melee range, and that makes this trinket a bit awkward. Oh, from the vault I got my shoulders. Yeah, these shoulders. Tier set shoulders. It's a good thing I took them because I haven't seen a single tier piece this week from raids. And I really wanted to use the new tier set. It's fun to use spamming Hammer Rat. You can see there it's my second most used ability here now. And it's not only that, because it also makes Blessed Hammers do some damage. Last patch this thing did 0.2% of my damage, now it's doing 1.8. So it's an upgrade, I guess. Oh, no problem, man. I'm here to help. Oh no. Actually, the Nils trinket procs from a lot of stuff. Like a lot of stuff that we do is considered AoE. There is some stuff that is considered. I think some like Crusader Strike, Templar Strikes, and Judgments are considered AoE if you put a point in Blessed Champions. It also procs from, if you're using like purely single target, it procs from your Imperial Power Divine Storm. So you can get the procs from certain places. Got the weapon, this one. I got my crafted Primal Molten Great Axe. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It also procs from Consecrate. That's an AoE ability. So yeah, we have a lot of ways to proc it. It doesn't have a really high proc rate. I think it's a one proc per minute or something like that. It also doesn't scale with haste. They removed that like one or 2 days before the patch. So you don't really have to worry that much about proccing it like a bunch of times, because it's just gonna happen every minute. Easiest and hardest dungeons. Okay, let's talk about that. Oh, just a second. Ralph123 asked me, you're running Haste Mastery and Crusading Strikes. You're wondering if it's going to be competitive in 1.1. So, at the moment for me, I tried to do a simulation with that, and it was simming like 2% less. But maybe that's because I'm not using enough haste. I've heard a lot of people that it's simming higher. Crusading Strikes simming higher for them, you know, than the current build, but it's not by much. Personally, I don't like much Crusading Strikes because it does give us like downtime, and I don't like downtime. But I think if it's like 1 or 2% behind, you can probably progress through content with it without caring that much, you know. You're gonna lose a bit of damage, but 1%, 2%, not that much. especially if you're just doing, for example, heroic content or just trying to get your keys to 20, you're probably fine just running Crusader Strikes. If you want to min max, probably gonna have to go Temper Strikes. Yeah, I would replace my crafted weapon for an Ashkandor if I could get like heroic and a mythic one. If for whatever reason I kill that boss in mythic, which I don't think is going to happen, but maybe, who knows. And yeah, I would use the heroic one, but there's some dungeons where I would, there's some dungeons where I wouldn't. For example, Freehold, yes, there's a bunch of humanoids. Underrot, no, Underrot actually no. There's like half humanoid and then there's a bunch of other stuff in the dungeon. Stats are better in some places than the proc effect from that weapon. So you gotta look. There's a lot of humanoids, use it. There's not a lot of humanoids, use the normal stat weapon. Now let's start with the question that the one that's hardest to easiest dungeon. So where's the mythic dungeons? Okay, mythic plus. Okay, so easiest I think it's Underrot, Freehold. After that, Brackenhide is pretty easy. Neltharian's Lair, and then the other ones like I would say the hardest one this season was Neltharius for me to time. It's because a lot of people, there are some mechanics on some bosses that are pretty punishing. The one with the chains especially, you know, if you get to there in a tyrannical keys and someone dies while doing the chain, everyone dies because you can't break it. You can't break it, so it's just a dead key at that point. I think that's a very punishing mechanic. Vortex Pinnacle was actually pretty hard last week because the mob, like that, the last boss spawns a mob that's really hard to kill, and that was kind of a roadblock. After that, I would say House of Infusion, and yeah, I would think those are the hardest ones. I don't know how to put it in a tier list, you know. But easiest ones: Underrot, Freehold, Neltharians, Brackenhide, and then the others. What made me choose a Paladin for my main for the different expansions? So I started to play retail at the tail end of Warders of Draenor, and I've played Paladin and like in private servers before that a lot. So I kind of played like BC, Rat, Kata, and private servers. I didn't play
An
retail
excellent
till,
choice.
like I said, Warders of Draenor, and I just like the concept of Paladins. I don't know. I like the flexibility they bring. Like when you talk to a Paladin, it's a warrior that can hit stuff, can also protect itself, you know. And I've tried to play other things. I tried to play a DK once, and I felt naked. I don't know why. I didn't have the same like, oh crap, get out of jail free cards as Red Pally. I just like the flexibility of it. I also like the concept of like the lore characters, for example, Tyrion, Uther, all those lore characters. I really like the stories behind them. So that's one of the main reasons I picked that. Oh, obviously Arthas, you know. I think a lot of Paladins come just because of Warcraft 3, and you heard Arthas Paladin, you know. You wanted to play that thing. Oh, thanks for the sub, Lucas. Okay, let's look for another Underrot. Stupid drink, it doesn't drop. It's not a huge upgrade, but at least it's an upgrade from what I got. 1919. Hell, let's do a 20. Chinese 19s, it's all the same. Come on, take me! Take me! 19 here. Oh, Beerus. I have Beerus. Okay, now we wait. No, I wouldn't upgrade Lariat because you need gems to make Lariat really good. If you see the effect now, they changed it so it only lasts for 5 seconds, like baseline. Well, 7, because you get the Lariat with 2 extra gem sockets, you know, and you're gonna put there like your elemental gem, and then you're gonna put your normal gems in there. So it technically lasts for 7 seconds. Lariat only becomes good when it lasts at least 11 seconds. So you need like 4 more gem sockets to make Lariat pretty good. So at this point, I wouldn't upgrade Lariat. Unless you've been really lucky and you already have like a bunch of sockets in your gear. It's better to upgrade other pieces of gear. If you're focusing more on raiding, I would go for the belt and the wrists. If you're focusing more on Mythic Plus, I would go for the pants and the wrists. But there's also the thing that you could just get a weapon upgrade. If you didn't get something like from the vault, a weapon from the vault. I mean, if you did get a weapon from the vault, you can just upgrade like other stuff. But if you didn't, getting the 447 weapon is pretty good. I think it's the biggest upgrade you can get, like instantly. It's gonna be 5k more damage. Nice. Got in a 20. Actually, I don't have Underval on 20. I've been just 2-chesting 19 since the start. Okay, let's see what's in the group. We have Hunter, we have Monk, we have Priest, and Shami. Nice. Oh, this Priest seems kind of under-geared. 21, 21, 20. Actually, he's geared. I guess Priests don't have that much health. Oh yeah, we have the extra stamina from our talent. I always forget that. Yeah, I think everyone's here. Let's go. The feast. I should use these boots, but I don't want to use my. I don't want to lose my well-fed that doesn't go when I die. It feels just so good to have it, you know. I feel 11 haste would be too slow, J-Trap. I don't know. I think it would feel like clunky to play. Personally, I wouldn't go under 20. Let's get this. Oh yeah, let's get a rune. It's 45 minutes. We're gonna be out before that ends. Okay, last first pull, so we're gonna pot before the key. I'm gonna use a shocking disclosure. We killed the bug. Yeah, we killed the bug, so I bugged. I forced him to not put the key in.
These caves must lead to the legend.
Okay, let's go to the next. Oh, that's a big guy. Without that instruction. Ooh, that almost one-shot him. That thing. Actually, I should have saved things for a boss. Press, pull the boss! Pull the boss! Nice. Get some value from my wings. Not much value, but some value. Probably gonna skip here. Just go through the middle. Yeah. Now we're gonna go full right side. Never mind, just two. Gonna pull more things. Gonna wait for me to get aggro of everything so I can like first not die. I'm bopping. Oh, the man died. I'll res him. Trying to look for the lowest health mob so I can like use my hammers. Yeah, Mythicless is a pretty like efficient way to get gear. Sometimes you get unlucky, you know. But I think it's a better way to like grind for gear than other methods. For example, I'm doing it here. This is a prog loop. Full prog. Every 3 to 2 dungeons you should get like a piece of gear. Theoretically, you know. That plant's gonna cast. Hope someone's watching. Stun the worm. Get some holy power. Plant. Oh, the worm. Just 2? Okay, just 2. Ah, never mind, he's gonna pull more. Kick that thing. Expensive. Stun the thing. I'm gonna bolster that worm. Kick that thing. Oh, that man got smacked. It's mostly a personal preference. The difference between the two are basically like 0.5% damage in favor of 2 Blade of Justice. I like the blade spammy build. There's a worm under it. Okay, nice. We got it. Oh, my runes wasn't synced. Sometimes Seal of Order like does those things. It's a lot of worms. Oh, now I gotta wait 10 seconds till my wings are synced back with my final rhythm. I'm gonna wings after this. I don't wanna be like chasing around the big boss. Okay, now we use it. Ooh, well. What the hell, the tank died? I think they could kill it, maybe? Nah, I think we can still time it. It's 2 bosses, a bit of trash. Should be fine. Hey, Tilt Mercy, what's up? Just doing some farming. Trying to get this trinket from this place. It's not the best thing, but we'll get the job done. Till I get some lucky trinket from the raid. Thing is, we're both going to the same side, I think. The Shadow Priest is going to the same side I'm going. Yeah, I'll get it. Yeah, we're both going to the same side. It's not a good idea. To be honest, at this point, just focus boss and kill it. Yeah, that's a good call. Hey Nilesh, what's up? Yeah, Hammer Vat is like priority for... It's high priority on AoE. I think everything else. Where the new chairs at? Try to always use it on cooldown. Yeah, man, we have so many like get out of here jail cards. My cooldowns are kind of decent though. I gotta wait a few seconds so I get everything back. With holy power until then. Okay, now everything's fine. Now everything died too fast. Still have 11 seconds of wings. Come on, pull something. Pull something.
What manner of beast is this?
Having freedom to like for every single one of those is so good. To be honest, we're going to overlap a bunch of Judgment duels because, like, when you have Hammer of Wrath up, you're gonna overlap. There's like no fixing that. I wouldn't think too much about that, like overlapping stuff. It's naturally just gonna happen. You look too much at the Judgment overlapping, you're just not gonna... You're gonna just focus too much on that. I was gonna clear it. Yeah, we can still time this really easily.
corruption before. It might be connected to Odin. Let's hurry and find out.
Oh, that's a bad idea. Why are we pulling them? People are like pulling stuff that is not needed. Like. If the key dies, it's because this route. Like, you never pull this guy. You just go and pull the little skellies. You're fine. We're going to go left? Why?
Massive breach detected.
Oh, never mind. Like, but it's so much trash, like, not needed. This is like...
Containment failure. Mother not responding.
If we in this pot, we can actually time this. I don't have in this pot. God damn it. Ow. We're always gonna pull that worm.
An excellent
Yeah,
choice.
I really don't think we can skip this. Yep, the worm always pulls. No, we're just gonna leave it. I guess that works. Thanks for the sub, man. Really appreciate it. Nice. 4 minutes for the last boss is more than enough.
Virulent specimen detected. Containment priority 1.
SYN. Ah, thanks, man. I'm really glad I could help. Yeah, the route is pretty weird. Like, I've never seen a group pull that big guy with the worm and the other caster, dude. It's like, there's a lot of kicks there. It also killed like 2-3 people in the group. We were lucky that I survived. I could finish the pack.
Cleansing area. Cleansing area.
Wings in 7 seconds. 5. Easy. One more red thing and we're fine. Cooldowns are synced back again. Okay, where's the other red thing? There it is. Kill it. Nice. Oh, I didn't have that 20.
Go! Get help! I'll see what I can do from inside Uldir.
Now, where's my trinket?
You're late. Oh, different timeline. Pleasant spending time.
Do I swap my key? I have a Bracken High Hollow. That's a pretty chill key this week. I shouldn't actually swap it. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep my key. Thanks, Lucas. Yeah, that's a new portal. I didn't know I didn't. Yeah, I didn't know I didn't have this place on 20. I guess I've been just spamming 19s like crazy to get this stupid trinket. Yeah, we got time for one more Underrot. Gotta keep doing that place till I get something. Gotta be honest, I haven't seen that trinket drop. I don't even know if the loot table is correct. Maybe it's bugged. I'm just doing this in vain. What's it called? Path of the Festering Rot. Okay, that's the new portal. Nice. Hammer of Wrath, second place. Yeah, that's pretty much how it has to be with the tier set. Just spam that button a lot. I didn't do a lot of sniping on that one. I tried to do it, like try to find mobs that were low health. Like tabbing like crazy. Templar Slash and like Templar Strike lose so much value now though. Like we almost never press them. This used to be like my 7th place. Templar Slash and Templar Strike with like 10 or something. No, actually the old set is better for Mythic Plus than the new one is. The new one is only better for me at the moment because of item level. For Mythic Plus, you should just keep running your old sets until you get the 4 pieces. If you got 5 pieces, you can replace one of them for a high item level piece though. Well, I mean 5 pieces of the old set. Yeah, that's the other reason I took the tier set this week on my box, because I just wanted to get rid of the old tier set. Get more stamina, get more strength, more especially stamina. Stamina is really important now. There's a lot of stuff that can kill you in some places. But for damage purposes, I would just keep using the old one, man. I think I have all my aspects. Yeah, I have all my aspects for the week. Man, now I gotta run worm keys. That's so annoying. I have to go run 15s. Do you guys like this system? Because like now I'm forced to go run 15s so I can upgrade my gear that I got in 19s. Doesn't make much sense. I think if you sim for single target, 2 set old and 2 set new is actually a damage increase for single target only. But you gotta sim it. Try doing that. Like use the full single target build from Wowhead, and then use your 2 set from old and 2 set from new and see what that tells you. I think it probably is an upgrade, but just in single target. Wouldn't use that in Mythic Plus. Yeah, the problem is I've run out of friends to help. my other group of friends that I play with, we were doing like 15s, but now we have gone to the range of 17, 18s. So I can't even do that. So I gotta just go into random pugs and do 15s, I guess. 100 DPS is not that much. I think maybe if he's doing heroic and there's some fights that are kind of hard, maybe he's having problems surviving, the extra stamina is going to be good for those, I guess. Probably gotta sim it though. Always sim it. It's better to know that way. No problem, Nilesh. Glad to help, man. Put a piece down. Refresh my rune. What else? Yeah, that's probably good. If you like to unuse it, it actually could work, I think. For Mythic Plus content, you can use the horn, you can use the beacon thing. Probably got to sim it, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty decent combination of trinkets. The horn is annoying to use, but that's the only thing I'm gonna tell you, because you gotta go into melee and you gotta make sure you don't get hit by your own swirlies, because it might kill you. It's going to kill you sometime, and then you're gonna feel bad for using that trinket. Oh, the best rune I think it's still Hauling. Hauling is just pretty good stats. Like it gives you 2% haste, while the crit one gives you only like 1.5. So I prefer Howling. The other one, the Wheatstone, is not very good. Use my plot. I mess up the key guy. because I killed a critter. I think the default Simcraft setting also uses Howling Rune as the best like preset. Okay, I wonder what he's gonna pull. Oh, he's going big, nice. I like it. That's a big worm. Why am I even targeting that thing? Let's kill the boss. I think Tyrannical is harder, especially for us because we're really good at clearing trash. So if you're a good red, you can just carry fortified keys. Pretty chill. We're also decent than Tyrannical, but Tyrannical mechanics are a lot more like punishing because if you die on a boss, well, it's not as recoverable than if you die like in trash packs. Oh, it's spider! Big spider. Maybe that guy has lag or something because he's like spazzing out all over the place. Yeah, the tank is like... Do you guys see this? Yeah, that guy is crazy, man. He's like moving Mach 10. I've seen this happen in Arena. I've never seen it in a Mythic Plus. Like a dude that's like spazzing all over the place. Yeah, what the hell? Looks so funny, man. A Bob here. It's a bit annoying though. No, it's not the stream, but the guy. The guy is like probably lagging and he's moving like crazy, man. It's so funny. It's just that guy though. Yeah, the other guys are fine. I'll make a big worm here. Yeah, it's a big worm. Yeah, man, Demon Hunters wish they were like this warrior. Look at that mobility.
What manner of beast is this?
Guess we're gonna do this boss now. We're gonna go back. Yeah, we got lost now. I wanna see him in his mount. Where is he? Okay, there he is. Oh, he's fine. He's fine now. Never mind. Okay, I'm going far. Oh, slow. Oh, fine. Did we kill boss? Nah, let's do mechanic. Let's do mechanic. Nice. Okay, there he goes on his mount. I guess it's cleared. Cleared? Nope. Fixed my mistake. I go far. Oh, I'm so slow. The boss, the boss. Nice. Okay, now let's hope we don't pull. Oh, we're going this side. Okay.
I've never seen that kind of
Why though? Why this side? The other side is fun.
might be connected to Odin. Let's hurry and find out.
Okay, today I've seen like different routes people take for this place. And I don't like them. I remember we did this place like in BFA because we normally took the portal and we appeared like there was an obelisk where that worm in the front is. So we had to do this side, but well, I'm not gonna. Will I have to like wings one worm? I'm not gonna wings. Okay, I'll wings this guy. I'll res him. Maybe this side is more efficient, but it's not as fun, man. We could kill a bunch of skellies instead of doing this. Oh, we're gonna kill one worm now? Okay, kill one worm. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this path. Yeah, we killed one worm. Oh, good aggro. Goes. Now we need to kill one more worm.
Virulent specimen detected. Containment priority 1.
Yeah, I don't like this path. We're just killing single worms. Yeah, I guess I'll cool down the worm. Okay. Insane. Pull down the worm. Hey Agustin Torres. Yeah man, I wasn't like streaming a lot the first week. I had a problem with my SSD. It was like using 100% of my hard drive. I don't know why. We're doing this boss in the middle. Okay, perfect. Yeah, this is not very good. I guess it doesn't matter, you know, it's fortified weak. I would prefer not doing that boss like in the middle because now the whole room is filled up with the thing. Well, we did it.
Final
The route, I didn't like it, but got the job done. Give me trinket. Trinket! Oh man, nothing.
Go!
Come on,
Get
someone
out!
give me
I'll
the
see what I
trinket.
can do from inside Uldir to stop
Nah, he
this
got the
corruption.
belt. What did the other guy get? A weapon. Man, that trinket doesn't exist. Like, what the hell? Done this place so many times. I got in 5 weapons, but no trinket. Just want to stop using my 415 stuff. Okay, unlucky. We did 4 underrods, I think. No trinket. The only thing we got was this breastplate of arterial protection, which I guess I'll use. Yeah, I can use this if I get like a 5th tier set. No, actually I can't. This is my legs. So yeah, I'll use this breastplate if I ever transform it into tier, maybe. Who knows? How long did that took? Like that took 21 minutes. I think we can fit one more key before I have to go. And I'll try one more time. Get me in. Still only 19. Okay, that's the damage breakdown. Yeah, Grubum, like the new upgrade system is good. I like it, you know, it allows you to upgrade stuff from Raid, from Mythic Plus, from all those kinds of things. But the problem is you gotta go like to lower content to get some things that you get on higher stuff, you know? Why should I have to go to do 15s if I get my gear from 19s? It doesn't really make much sense there. I think it should give you like worm tokens after you cap out on your like aspect tokens or something like that, you know, so people don't have to go back to low content to do it. I guess it could help, like if you go to lower like 15 groups, you would be helping other people out, you know, get their keys higher and stuff. But it feels annoying, especially if you get a piece of gear from those 15s. It's worthless because it's not hero gear. You can't upgrade it to 441. Yeah, that's the damage breakdown that you should be expecting. Like Hammer of Rad, you gotta spam that thing a lot. Try to look for low health mobs to like use it whenever you don't have wings up. Especially in AoE packs. There are some places where they have like very low HP mobs, so you can like snipe 2 Hammers of Rad whenever they get low, you know. Yeah, I don't want to downgrade my aspects, you know, and I just want to get the whims that I still have to. Like, I need 150 fragments of those, and I guess less, probably 100 now. But still, I have to go get them, and it's kind of annoying that I have to go do 15s. What's the shortest dungeon to do if you gotta do that? Probably Nell's Lair is the shortest. It's only 1, 2... It's 3 bosses? No, it's 4 bosses. Yeah, I guess Underrot is the shortest. It's 21 minutes. Even if I go do like 15s in Underrot to get my worms and I get my trinket, it's gonna feel bad because it's not a hero trinket. It's not gonna go 441. Yeah, I'm sure it's between Underrot and Nell's Lair, the shortest dungeon this season. There's very little trash and boat. They do have bosses, but not a big problem. For tier Z, actually I didn't change much. I was using this build for Tyrannical Keys last season with the old tier set, and I just kept using it. The only thing is with the new some they all left. Let's find another group. 19 Underrot. Wanna get one more in before I gotta go. And I kind of have to get some gear because I'm kind of falling behind. Like I'm 429 equipped. Like how high are these guys? This guy was 434 equipped. This guy was 437 equipped. Like I'm like 5 to 9 item levels behind some people. Doesn't feel good. I need to get some upgrades. For Mythic Plus, sadly, my predictions on trinkets wasn't really correct. Because they are predictions, you know, I just used my knowledge and I thought some stuff was going to be good. From Mythic Plus, we really don't have much choices. There's not very good trinkets there. We have like 2 stat trinkets that we can use that are not... One is decent, like the Iridius Fragment, but it's very annoying to use because it's... where is it? Okay, there it is. The Iridius Fragment from House of Infusion is good. You know, it's a 3-minute cooldown trinket. That's the annoying part. But the effect is good. It gives you a ton of strength. So, but you have to use it like knowingly. You know, there's a pack that I gotta kill. You gotta use this trinket. You know, so you limit your uses of this thing. You can't just put it on wings and let it rip. You know, because there's situations like in that dungeon, for example, I had to like wings a worm. Are you going to use your 3-minute trinket to wings a worm? It's not a good idea, you know, so that's why I don't like this trinket, but it's good. There's the other options on Mythic Plus trinkets is the one that I'm farming. This one you can just slap it on your wings macro and just let it rip. It does it's a similar thing of the other trinket. It gives you a bunch of strength and it decays over time. It's pretty simple. It's a 1.5 minute trinket, but you treat it as a 2-minute trinket and just use it whenever wings are up. The other option is another like very gimmicky one. Sim-wise, it's pretty good. This Homeland Raid Horn, it's good, but it's a gimmick because when you use it, you will get like little swirlies under you, and if they hit the mobs, they do damage, you know. But they can also hit you, and there might be situations where you don't want to be like in the middle of a pack when you use it, you know. There may be cleaves or like AoE abilities going around there, so it's pretty gimmicky in my opinion. It sims very well, but the problem is use it in real life scenarios, you know. I know, Garrett, right? It feels bad to use. It's very annoying. Why does it have to hurt me? Just make it drop on the place of the mob that I'm targeting, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, for us it's raid or die this season for trinkets. Oh, I didn't get in the key. Maybe 20, maybe 20. Hey Radis, so we do not scale, I think, very good as before. Before Red scaled with Mastery, and Mastery gave us a bunch of extra damage, you know. Then they nerfed Mastery, now we scale with Versatility. Which is good, you know, Burst is a nice stat and all, but Mastery gave us like double the damage of Burst before. So I don't think we're going to scale particularly good, you know. But we're just going to be decent. I'm probably thinking that we're gonna be like mid-tier for this whole patch. We're in the same situation as monks. For example, monks do massive damage in AoE in Mythic Plus dungeons, but they also scale with burst. They don't scale particularly good, but they're pretty decent to bring, you know. Similar situation with us. I don't think we're going to scale really well, or as strong as other classes. Yeah, it's a bunch of swirlies that fall down on your location, so you gotta be where the mobs are. Pretty annoying, pretty annoying. And yeah, that's pretty much all our options. Oh yeah, there's one more that's pretty decent, and it's from Slayer, you know. I wouldn't be sad if I got this, you know. It's good, it just does damage, gives you crit. It's physical damage, so it's like 30% lower than it says, but still, it would be an upgrade. Because my trinkets are so low, it's like 415, 415. Just getting the 431 of this is an upgrade. I can't get a trinket to drop to save my life. I'm really thinking about doing PvP and trying to get like a rival so I can get the badge. I even bought the badge. Have it on ranked here. But solo queue takes so long, man. The queues are like, it says 17 minutes, but I've been in queues like 30-minute queues, and I'm like, oh man, this takes so long. I could have done a key in that time. Yeah, the dragon skill on-use effect is very, it's just a gimmick. You have to move 15 yards in the air to use it, so how are we gonna do this as Red Paladins? I think the other trinket that gives us a jump, maybe you can use it after that, but I don't really know if the dragon skill goes on cooldown with other on-uses. I'm not sure on that part. Hey Daniel. Let me see. So 22 burst, 22 haste, 19 crit, 18 mastery. That's pretty fine. I'm 24 burst. That's less, by the way. I have potion. I'm gonna remove that. I have 20 burst, 19 mastery, 22 haste, 25 crit. Yeah, your standard is pretty fine, man. At this point in the gearing process, just use whatever pieces are higher. Don't worry that much about stats. Just use whatever is high item level, because the strength you get from those pieces is gonna be more than the secondaries that you would get. Okay, I don't think we're gonna get into a key before my raid starts tonight. So we can just chill here for the next, I guess, 10 minutes. And I'll answer any question you guys have in chat. Maybe today I get some stuff from raid. Gotta clear whole heroic. Well, not whole heroic. Probably gonna get to the 5th boss. Just need any trinket, please. Haven't seen a single trinket drop for me in the whole Mythic Plus that I've done these 2 weeks. Oh, that's smart. So if something knocks you up, you can actually use it? Nice. But I still think it's like... They should have done it like the trinket from Nyalotha. You remember? The one that just did something. Because I'm thinking this on-use effect is taking a bit of damage from the damage budget of the trinket. Just why put an on-use effect? Just put the damage on the passive, you know, and leave it like that. Amble trinket's pretty good. It's really in single target. I think it's our 2nd best trinket. It's really damn strong. The only annoying part is you gotta like a small cast time with it. Like it's 0.5 seconds that you have to hit a hammer, and you get the on use. The good thing is it doesn't share cooldown with other on-use trinkets, so you can use this and, for example, the Beacon of Beyond together, and you will have both effects. You don't have to worry about cooldown on both. Oh, thanks, Danal. And no problem, I'm here to help. Crusader Strike build. I personally do not like that build that much because it gives you a bunch of downtime. But I heard it's pretty close now to Templar Strike build, and I kind of understand it, because if you see my breakdown here, my Templar Slash was only 2.8% of my damage, with my Templar Strike being 1.5. That's, well, yeah, that's 4% of my damage. Before, it was like a lot higher. I think Templar Slash was number 4 or something like that. So I get why some people are trying the Crusaders, this one, the Crusader Strikes build. Personally, I don't like it. Maybe it gets to be better when we get more haste further down in the patch. For some people, it's simming higher. For some people, it's simming lower. Yeah, it's simming for some people higher. I think it's your stats. Maybe you have a higher haste. With with my 20 haste, because when I remove this thingy, I have only 20% haste. It's not simming better for me. It's like 2% less. Nice, man. I'm glad you're enjoying Red Pallies. It's a really fun class, like a spec. It's very straight to the point. You just do damage, you have fun. The amulet. According to simulations, we gotta get a ring that's like the best ring that you can get from the raid to get rid of the thing. I think it's like this on Mythic. Yeah, a 450 ring or something like that, or a 447 with a socket. Something like that is similar to Onyx Amulet. Although I'm actually having doubts about that, because I'm thinking in Mythic Plus you can actually replace it with a 441 with a socket. I have this ring, and when I sim this ring compared to the amulet at 4, obviously I transformed this in the simulation to a 441, and it actually beats it in full AoE scenarios. It's not by much, it's like 0.5%, but it beats the amulet. But whenever I go to, like, let's say, single target simulations or dungeon slice, the amulet still wins against the 441 socket trinket. So this thing is good because it does a lot of boss damage. And boss damages, the Storm Infused Stone and the Bloodstone do a lot. I'm very annoyed about this as well. They should have nerfed these things before this patch. I want to use the new stuff, you know. I got a good ring and I can't use it. I still haven't upgraded normal. I only upgraded the hero stuff to 441. Mostly because I'm saving some of my currency to upgrade two of my trinkets, you know. If I get them from 18, I'm gonna use more worms. If I get it from, if I get it from a 17, I'm gonna like need more worms to upgrade both trinkets. If I get it from a 19, I'm only going to use 2 worms and 1 aspect, so I'm fine with that. So yeah, I haven't upgraded my normal stuff yet. I should upgrade my necklace though. This thing is good. I do play alts, but they are all red pallies. Yeah. Sometimes I do like challenges, like I get a red pally from the last tier that's like not geared, and I just go into Mythic Plus and do 0 to 3k IO challenge or something like that with my alts. Like only pogging and all those things. Yep, I crafted weapon because I didn't get it in the box. Very unfortunate, because if I got the weapon in the box, I could have like made this thing and my legs to 447 with the other 2 sparks. Now I gotta wait 2 weeks. But hey, it's the luck of the draw. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. I'm actually glad that the new crafting system like allows us to get like the highest item level possible on stuff, you know. 447 is the highest item level of weapon you can get. From raids, there's only 1 weapon that is better, and it's from the Mythic, this Ashkandur, it's only 3 item levels higher. Of course, this thing has the effect, you know, but still, we're pretty close to raiding now. The only thing I hate is that we have to raid or die for trinkets. There's nothing very good in Mythic Plus. Depends on what you're focusing on. If you're focusing more on raiding, I would recommend you to craft your wrists and craft your belt. The Frostfire belt of... Let me see, I think I have it here. Frostfire... I don't have the pattern. This one. Unstable Frostfire belt and allied wrist guards of companionship for raiding. And if you're focused more on Mythic Plus dungeons, you craft your wrists and you craft your Frostfire legworks of preparation. Those would be my 2 crafts, depending on what I would do. I know, Juan. Yeah, everything's from the raid. It's so annoying. Oh, the PvP badge. It's pretty decent. If you can get it to 434, actually packs a good punch. I'm actually thinking of doing some PvP. I tried to do some solo queue, but the queues were so long that I kind of gave up. I was in a queue for 30 minutes once, and I was like, I could have done a key in this time. So yeah. Badge is pretty good if you can get it at least rival 1 item level, I think. Oh yeah, upgrade those. Pretty good, man. Think it's gonna cost you 3 worms or something? 3 worms, maybe 1 aspect or something like that. I still don't get the upgrade system that much, but I think it's worth upgrading those two things if you have them on heroic. No problem, man. I'm here to help. Yeah, 3 worms, 1 aspect. I think it's only for I think 431 gear, like this neck. I think it's 2 worms and 1 aspect. Let's confirm that. It's a pretty confusing system.
Best goods in the Isles.
What? It's only 1 worm. Oh, never mind. Fine. Yeah, 2 worms, 1 aspect if you get your piece of gear from, let's say, a 19. It's not bad. I just have to get the gear. That's the problem. What other things are good? This weapon looks so good. Like the name is really, really good. Like Shadowed Raising Annihilator. Sounds so good, but it's not very good. Strike 3-minute cooldown to do some AoE and single target damage. Pretty meh. It can't like compare to the belt or legs with the wrists. I haven't updated the post I did on community, but I will do it, and I'll let you guys know. Have to update some of those weak auras. There's not much to track now, though. There's mostly just cooldowns, like like you said, Divine Toll, Final Reckoning, and those things. To be honest, the only benchmark I would give you is don't go under 20% haste. That's the only thing. I like to have my haste between 20 and 25%. That's the only thing. Other than that, it's better to listen to whatever the simulation tells you. Burst is always going to be good, because if you have a piece of burst, it's pretty good. At this point though, if you have like a high item level piece, use it. Don't use the lower one just because of stats. The strength you gain is going to be better than whatever secondaries it's going to give you. Oh, this is the new dragon, right? I have it, but I haven't like used it. Still prefer my blue guy. Snake dragon looks pretty weird. Okay guys, it's about time. I gotta go now. So I'm gonna end the stream now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'm going to be streaming more this week, so don't worry about it. There's going to be more Underrots until I get my trinket, and then maybe I'm going to spam Neltharin's Lair for the other passive option because there's no other things to get, you know. Or maybe I get a trinket tonight. Who knows? Anyways guys, have a great night and goodbye.